Hey everybody, it is Liz with Liz Art Finds. We are here with haul number 63, and we are going to pick up where we left off last week with the baggies, and then I'm going to go through all the other finds from this week. So before we get started, what sold last week? So I had 2 sales last week. I have not been listing very much. I have a plan for how I'm going to get all the rest of this stuff sold because I have a lot of stuff, but there will be a lot of live shows over the spring and summer. I'm still trying to put some plans in place, but have no fear, this stuff will all get sold, and we're going to start seeing some major solds toward the middle to end of the year. So anyway, for now, we're kind of limping along. I sold my dollar horse, so I paid $3.99 for him. He sold over on eBay for $21. And then over on knickknacks.net, I sold my glass Swedish giraffe. I paid $4.99 for that, and it sold for $12.60. And those were both, buy it now listings. So that was just fun and exciting to wake up to, like, here's a sale, yay. Okay, so quick update. I am recording this week with Kim Folio, and I hope to have that video for you sometime in the next couple weeks. I don't know how long it's going to take on the back end, but I'm really looking forward to that. And let's get started. So baggies, we left off with baggies. I did 2 last week, 3 more that I picked up at Savers. And I just want to go through them real quick. One of them I paid $4.49 for. There were 5 things in there, of which only 2 are saleable. I got a broken half a trinket box. I got a broken pot. I got a thing without a lid, like things that I just can't sell. What I can sell, I got my little Lefton duck. So he is adorable, little ceramic duck. He's attributed to Lefton. There is one online that had a label. They sell for 8 to 12. I paid $2.24. Again, the baggie was $4.49. 2 saleable things, so each thing has half the value. So $2.24 for him, probably worth 8 to 12. The other cool piece, and I love him, he's a little owl whistle, an Aztec owl. Definitely, I mean, the colors definitely around the 70s or so. His feet even look like peace signs to me. And he's a whistle. He makes noise. I did a terrible job there. Anyway, yes, I cleaned it. But yeah, it's super cool. So I paid $2.25 for him, and they sell 12 to 18. So that was exciting. So that's one baggie. So $4.49, minimum of $20 out, probably more. Okay, next baggie, also $4.49. There were 5 things in there, of which 3 are saleable. I attributed the money across as if 4 were saleable, but the more I look at it, it's really only 3. So I may have to do some math on the fly here. No, I don't. It's $1.50 each. So anyway, this one. He is a company called Gzhel, G-Z-H-E-L. Super cool ceramic cat from Russia, I believe. That is the marking down here. He's carrying his vodka bottle, which I think is just so cool. So they sell for 15 to 18, and some of them are in the 40s. I don't know what is the difference between the $15 to $18 ones and the ones that in the 40s. So it's hard to attribute value, but he's in amazing condition. He's got his arm around the bottle. It's so cool. He's just so cute. So I'm excited about him. And then also in here is a female pig figurine. The company is Frumps. They're based in the US. It is resin, and it has a signature here. And this is actually half of a pair. The other half was in another baggie. This is the guy. Okay, so each of them sells for $8 to $15. So she's just adorable. I will sell the 2 together, even though they were in separate baggies. And then the last piece in here that is saleable, maybe something. Like, it may be something like really good. I don't know for sure. It is an Asian carved soapstone figurine. What I love about this is it is signed here. At least I believe that's what it is. And it has a number on the bottom. So that's really cool. That tells me it was not a mass-produced piece. I don't know enough to know more. What I do know is some of the listeds and some of the solds on these carved soapstone Asian figurines are crazy high. Now, I have more research to do. I don't know if you guys remember, I have some other pieces that are traditional Asian things that have not yet sold. Even though the value should be high, they've been listed for a while on eBay and have not sold. So I don't want to get too excited about this, but I'm kind of a little excited about this. So again, I paid like $1.50 for it, and the solds on these are over $100. Like, you know, I don't want to get too excited, but I want to try to gather more information and see if I can figure out, you know, what this really is that I have here. So anyway, TBD on this guy, but really exciting. And then the last baggie had a lot of stuff. And so each piece is only like 58 cents attribution. Like, you know, when I look at what I bought it for versus what I sell it for. And there's a lot of stuff. So we already saw the first one, the little male Frump's pig. So he was in that bag. Then there was this really cute pair of koalas in a shoe or boot. The company on this is Swagman Pottery, S-W-A-G-M-A-N. I think they're in Australia. Don't quote me on that. I think 8 to 12 on that. I wrote 8 to 10 actually. There is a vintage stone critters pig made in the US. So obviously someone had a pig collection. This is not signed. Actually, you know what? I think I take that back. I remember looking under the loop, and there is, it's probably not going to focus on this, but right over here, there is a signature. It says copyright 1988 USA. And then it looks like it has a little running man. And then, oof. Actually, it looks like it says Miller. Don't quote me on that. I will do more research on that. But anyway, so these sell 8 to 12. And again, I got 58 cents into it. Then I got this little bone china pig family. It is a set of 3, which is super hard to show. I don't think I'm going to be able to show all 3. Let's see if I can. 1, 2. Oh, I can. Cool. Okay, 1, 2, 3 little piggies. Okay, set of 3. They sell for 12 to 18 for the set. Okay, so that's super cool. Again, 58 cents, 12 to 18 on the set. The little onyx pig, he's got a little bit of a chipped ear, so I'm not sure he's going to be worth a fortune. I mean, it's not a big chip. It doesn't feel sharp. I don't know if that was intended. When they're not chipped, they sell 12 to 18. So he may be more like 8 to 12 on him. And then there's this figurine, another Asian figurine, carved soapstone. Now this one I don't think was signed or numbered or anything, so I don't know. I've got to get more information on this. I don't know if these are reproductions. I don't know anything. So it could be the ones I'm seeing that are like this were $48 to $60 on the solds. I don't know. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, but I'm going to try to ask the experts and get more information on him. Then I got a pair of soapstone lions carved, also not signed. They look like this. Okay, there you go. So those are, you know, some of these sold just the one for $25. So I listed this as $25 to $50 for the pair. They're kind of all over the place, but also cool. So basically keep your eyes out for some of these stone figures, but definitely do your research. I did find this Copenhagen, it's a tourist piece. I have another piece like that. It says something in another language, but it is worn off. My other one is like brass or bronze, and the stone is a little bit bigger, but basically the same mermaid figurine. These sell, I wrote 8 to 12 plus, and then some of them are 16 plus. So, I mean, it's 12-ish. This may be cast iron because it's a darker color than the other one that I have. And then I have this large carved onyx pig that is not in very good condition, so I may not sell him. This side that I show you is in great condition. This side, not so much. It's got a lot of dings and bruises and whatnot, so I'm not sure what's going to happen with him. If he was in good condition, they're 12 to 15 with some as high as 24. So just depends. So that's the baggies. So yeah, let's move on to the not baggies because there's some amazing stuff. So I went out on the 17th and 18th. First stop, I found this. Look at him. This Kotor cat. So what does that mean? So Kotor is actually a place. It's a city in Montenegro. Montenegro is a country that is just north of Greece and a little that way, Serbia. And back in the day, historically, there were cats that roamed the city and basically took care of all the rats and the mice and the snakes. And so they are celebrated, the cats of Kotor. I just don't know how to say it. So there are a lot of artists and artisans that are making ceramic or other type of cats. So a lot of, in the city of Kotor, there is a gallery that sells stuff from the owners plus a whole bunch of different artisans. And there are a lot of artisans doing Kotor cats. That's what he is. I don't know the specific artist, but I love it. There is a mug that sold that basically looks like it's by this same artist. And that one I think sold for 18. But he's just so cute. So I have him as 8 to 18 because it could go anywhere. I honestly think because he's just so cute, he'll sell at auction, and I think he'll be in the 12 to 18 range. So love him, maybe more, it just depends if somebody is in love with him. Then I found these stirrers, these glass stirrers. These are lamp worked. I did not find these exact pieces. These are not that ancient. They may be somewhat contemporary. It's 4 flamingos and 4 palm trees. I did not find that exact set. There were sets of 6 or 8 flamingos. Each one is a little bit different since they're individually made. So they're similar, but they're all a little bit different. I paid $1.99 for the set, and these sets are selling, similar sets are selling 16 to 24. So that's really cool. Then I found this piece that if I had to do it again, I would have left in the store. I made a mistake. I looked at listeds and not solds. So it's really cool. It's a wooden flask. It's carved. It's got some leather around it. It doesn't seem like it's that old. It seems like it's probably a tourist piece from somewhere. It's got the little flask thing here. Mistake that I made was I looked at the listeds, like I said. There are a lot listed. And there are a lot listed for $35 to $75. So when I was in the store and I'm seeing $35 to $75 and it's listed as $7.99, I'm like, oh, sure, we'll get that. Only one sold. And it sold for $13.99. If I had paid attention and had done, finished the right research, I would have seen that and I would have left it in the store. I seem to do that a lot and I am not learning my lesson. So anyway, is it worth $7.99? Yes. Will I make a lot more than $7.99? Probably not. Okay, so that's just a FYI on wooden flasks. I'll probably list them a little bit higher than the $13.99 that sold, but lower than what other people have listed. Okay, and then I found this glass egg hollow. I think this is more contemporary because of all of the little glitter spots. There are some similar ones that look just like this that are attributed to Mexico, but they don't have the silver spot. So like the feathered glass look, I did see those. And those were selling in the 12 to 15 range. This guy was $1.99. Probably, it depends how old it is as to whether I will try to sell him on Knickknacks or whether I'll sell him on eBay. I need to find a little more information on that. But it's, it's good quality and it's worth more than the $1.99. And then I found, where did I put it? I found this brass piece. Oy, it's really cool. It's a dish, or it can be a hang, like it's got a thing to hang. And it's like a fairy woman, well, it's got wings. I guess it's a fairy, playing a mandolin on a leaf, and there's frogs. There's 1, 2, 3 frogs listening. So kind of fun, lily pad. So this is Maitland Smith, and I think it's like lady on lily pad with musician, fairy, and frogs. Now, I don't know if that was someone's description or if that was actually how it was described back in the day, but it's really cool. So I paid $6.99 for this. The solds, I have found 4 solds, one for $12, one for $23, one for $24, and one for $59. So average right around that 24-ish mark. And I think that's reasonable, 24 to 28 on this guy. So that was just really fun. It was a fun find. So there was that. Then I found this Lilo and Stitch mug. This is definitely contemporary. It says brave and loyal. It is a Disney Parks mug. I paid 99 cents for it, so I picked it up because they sell 12 to 15 every day, quickly, etc. The Disney Parks mugs, you need to look them up, but Stitch, for some reason, is one that sells really well. So I picked that up. Okay, then we go to the 18th. I'm going to show you my pièce de résistance from the 18th. It's really good. You ready? Okay, here goes. Oh gosh. So it is a mirror. It's kind of sort of inlaid. Now the white is not like inlaid shell. It is actually painted. So that makes it not as valuable as some of the ones that have like abalone and mother of pearl and really beautiful inlay work. There is still wood inlay, like you can see the little pieces of wood in there, but the white parts are not like inlaid abalone or mother of pearl. They're just painted. But it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. I'm trying to angle it so you don't see my mess, but you see my ceiling and my lights. But anyway, so the sides you can kind of see through. They're just really cool. It's really, really cool. And it's got a little hanger on the back to hang it. Whoopsie. And I paid $9.99 for it, which is really cool. So yeah, that was exciting. They're all over the place. The solds, 200s, 300s, 400s, thousands. One of them was 95. The more expensive ones are with the cut shells and the beautiful high-end inlay work. I don't think that's that. I think that might have been sold at Pier 1 or something like that. I don't think it's as high-end as some of the other pieces that have sold. I need to get more information on it. It's definitely worth more than $9.99. I don't know exactly what that's going to be. I don't know if it'll be over $100. I would hope it is, but I don't know yet. But it was really exciting to just kind of see that sitting there with the artwork and nobody's looking at it. And it was busy that day. And it was like, yay, that was really cool. So that was cool. Then I found this leather purse. It was only $4.99. So that was exciting. I used to have a little leather business. I've done so many things in my day. So back like grad school time, like way back, I had a leather craft business. I did commissions and stuff, and I did a lot of hand tooling and a lot of really cool pieces. And so anyway, I'm drawn to this because I know how to clean it up a little bit, but I also know the work that went into it. So it's beautiful. It's hand braided. I don't know if it was made by a U.S. craftsman or if it was imported from somewhere. It could be from Mexico. It's just beautiful work. Like, it's beautiful work. So for $4.99, I picked it up. It's probably only worth like 18 to 20 or 18 to 24. Not really sure, but I picked it up. So there's that. Then I picked up this little RFID wallet. I picked this up for me. Not worth much. It was $5.99, which if I was going to resell it, that would be too much. If you see it for 99 cents, pick them up. $5.99, do not. But it's brand new. And like I said, I picked it up for myself. And it has the RFID protection, so it would protect your credit cards from a skimmer, like somebody who's walking around trying to skim credit card numbers without your knowledge. So it keeps your information safe. I've always wanted one. It was sitting there, so I picked it up for $5.99. It's worth about $12. I mean, this is brand new. It is contemporary. It's not worth much. But like I said, I got that for me. So then, this is a big heavy one. Give me a second. And this is not old, but I picked this up because of the value in it. The company is called Bake Shop. Okay, it's new. It still has a whisk that is cable tied to the handle. I'm guessing this was somebody's Christmas present and they donated it. I don't think this was ever used for anything. They sell 22 to 28 all day, every day. I paid, where is it? I paid some, here it is, $4.99. I paid $5, $4.99. It's worth 22 to 28. It's a little heavy, so the shipping will be a little bit high on that, but hopefully someone will love it. And yeah, so I picked that up. Then I got a couple of beautiful, beautiful painted Russian tin plates. These are amazing. They're floral. They're in excellent condition. There was a third one there. It was white. It was chipped up like crazy. These two are not very chipped up. So that was exciting. So yeah, so I picked these up. I paid $1.99 each on these. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell them separately or as a pair. They would go 12 to 18 each. So I'll probably sell them separately. But yeah, those are really cool. Then I picked up these glass pieces. Wait, now hang on one second. I saw these a couple weeks ago and didn't pick them up. And I picked them up when I went back because I finally took a minute and looked them up. So they're basically pieces of glass with a wavy pattern on the top. There are 4 of them. When I first saw them, there were 6 of them. And one of them was orange. The orange one was not there. So unfortunately, there are 2 blue. These are a set of 4 coasters. It would have been this plus the orange, green, blue, purple, orange. Sold by Pottery Barn and sold new on eBay with their tag. They're selling for $36 for a set of 4. So I think not new. I mean, these don't look like they've been used, but they're glass. I mean, there's no way to really tell, right? So 24 to 28, maybe $6 to $7 each, I think, on these. I think that would be reasonable. So we'll see. I will probably keep them together. I will not sell them separately, even though there are 2 blue. All right, then I found this. So this, I believe, and I could be wrong, is Hofbauer crystal. Could be wrong, but there is a listing on eBay right now. When I do a Google Lens search on this, it comes up with the same or similar pattern, but a cake, like a footed cake plate, like serving cake plate thing. And that one's listed at $109, but it's much bigger. There's nothing like this online, but the cake plate one says that it's Hofbauer 24% lead crystal. So that's what is leading me to that solution. I'm not sure that that's 100% right. It is a little sharp on the back, so it could be cut glass. Could also be pressed. I'm really not sure. It's cool. I don't know anything about it other than it was really pretty and really shimmered and stuck out from everything else on the shelf. So I paid $2.99 for this cut crystal bowl. I don't know, I'm thinking 18 to 24, but I really just have nothing to compare it with right now because there doesn't seem to be anything like it, either listed or sold at the moment. So I'm not really sure on that. Okay, then this is a fun one. Wait, I found this beautiful piece of pottery. I love this so much. So this is stoneware, and it's got this little holder thing. It's supposed to be a soup crock, so I guess to hold it, well, if it's hot, you would hold it by the handle. I'm not really sure how you would hold it because it's kind of a little tricky. But anyway, the artist is Bayer, B-A-I-E-R. She's actually local, which is kind of cool. I'll show you her in a minute. So this has the leaves kind of pressed in at the bottom there and designed. There's a sold that is basically this exact thing, but has like blue in the center. There's one that was sold for $60 in 2023. Unfortunately, there's one that's listed right now for $30, which is very sad. The artist is Ann Bayer, and she is in Falls Church, Virginia. I don't know if she is still practicing because this is a picture of her from 2020. Okay, so she is getting up there in age. So during the pandemic, she actually had a sale from her garage. So this was the photo that accompanied the listing, basically, that was like, hey, come by November, blah, 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 and listed that she was selling things. So it says she's been selling pottery in Falls Church for the past 24 years. And her pottery includes functional pieces such as bowls, mugs, and sponge holders. So that's all I could find so far, but it was really fun to get a picture and to find out that she lives like a half hour from me. And the place that I found this was halfway between the two places. So just kind of cool. So that was a fun one. And again, I paid $2.99 for it. I don't know, like it's one sold for 60, one's listed for 30, so I'm not sure on that. Okay, and then, did I get everything else? Yeah, just three more things. Okay, so then I found this vase, really cool. This is wheel thrown pottery, but instead of your standard, your typical redware or your stoneware, this clay is like a white clay. And they use different colored clays. So this has like a dark blue and a lavender and a pink. And that's kind of put on the outside of the clay before it's formed. And then the vessel is made. Now this particular one does not have any glaze on the outside. So it's got that matte, beautiful, smooth matte finish. There's an artist currently on Instagram by the name of Sunrise Ceramics who does work very similar to this. His vases are bigger, but if you want to watch the process of how these are done, just check out any of the videos from Sunrise Ceramics on Instagram. I don't know the guy's name, but I know he does stuff like this. He shows his process, basically, how he applies the different colors and then what the finished pattern looks like, and then he will glaze his stuff, sometimes show the finished pieces. He does a lot of commission work as well as just regular stuff. So I enjoy watching him. I enjoy watching the artists at work. But anyway, this was not made by him. This was made by Jeannie in 1992. So this is an older piece. Okay, so that was fun. Probably worth 18 to 24 maybe on that one. Then I found two pieces of glass. This is older. This is a piece of crackle glass. and it has this really fun applied ribbon to the outside, and it's all intact. It's got a pontil on the bottom. It does not glow. It glows a little bit around the rim, just a little bit around the rim, but not a ton. But the rest of the vase doesn't glow, just right around the rim, which is weird. So there's that. And then the last piece I found was this blue shoe. This has uranium in it. It glows like crazy. So there's one listing with this exact one that has it listed as Fenton. I can't confirm that it is in fact Fenton. I haven't asked anybody yet. When I search on Fenton boot, I get either a daisy and button pattern or I get a hobnail pattern. I don't see this pattern. This has a bow here and some like really cool swirly stuff here. And I just don't know who had this mold. So I need to do a little bit of research on that to find out. The Fenton shoes, all the glass shoes sell in the 8 to 12 range. I wrote down 8 to 15 because there are some outliers that are $14.99 on the solds. I'm going to show you the glow. So you can even see that here in daylight. So imagine this like under the black light with a black background at night. It is bright green, super uranium glow, really cool, adds to the value. So I need to do a little more research before I list this guy, and this may end up in a glass show on Knickknacks somewhere down the road, probably April-ish, if not before, but we'll see. So anyway, that I think was everything. So my total spend on all the things was $92.80. Now there's a lot of question marks in this week's haul, including some of the stone sculptures and the mirror. So they could either be, worth a nominal amount or they could be worth a lot. So I've got to do a little more research. I promise I will let you know, especially if anything is really worth a lot. If it's not worth that much, I probably won't mention anything, but if I find out that this guy's worth $400, I will tell you. So I'll get back to you and let you know on that. Update on the polishing of this vase that has the scratch on the side. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see the scratch a little bit. It's smaller. I've been working it a little bit every day. I don't feel a scratch anymore. I used to be able to feel it with my fingers. I don't know. I'd say in another couple weeks or so, we may have a completely polished, scratch-free vase, which would be so cool. That's all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe. I already have some things for next week, so next week's going to be good. And then obviously we'll have the Zoom video of my conversation with Kim from Folio Art Class coming in the next couple weeks as well. No live sales scheduled yet. I'm just trying to get organized and get my life together before I start on that project again. But soon, very soon. So have a wonderful week, everybody. I can't wait to share with you next week and beyond. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.